French national Johan is packing up his life in Taipei. He arrived here last year on a gold card, a visa launched by Taiwan in 2018 to attract highly skilled foreign professionals. But after 6 months of dead-end job applications in cybersecurity sales, he's going back to Singapore, where he used to live.
I went through a lot of interviews with different companies and through the process, but it went nowhere. And every time I faced the same kind of issues, I realized that actually it will be pointless to continue to try to find a job in Taiwan.
Johan speaks Mandarin and has 15 years of experience in international companies. But despite his gold card giving him the right to work in Taiwan, he said businesses here were still reluctant to take him on.
Where it's lacking, it's the difference between bringing the foreigners, giving them the visa, the working permit, but the companies are actually not really looking at hiring them.
Internationalizing Taiwan is a key policy of Taiwan's ruling Democratic Progressive Party, or DPP. To achieve that aim, they want to make Taiwan bilingual in Mandarin and English by 2030, and launch programs like the Gold Card. It's a policy with particular significance for the country. Taiwan's population is aging rapidly, and it's often isolated from the international stage at China's behest. Beijing claims Taiwan as part of its sovereign territory and opposes recognition of Taiwan by other countries. Integrating Taiwan with the world is critical for the government here, but foreigners in Taiwan and those trying to get here say reticence to change and trudging bureaucracies are thwarting Taiwan's internationalization.
The general will isn't there. I'm not sure if it's the will to upend these bureaucratic processes and streamline them and make them work enough. They don't necessarily see the need to upend the system.
Chasen Daly has been helping English teachers and other professionals come to Taiwan since the pandemic began.
It's definitely much easier from the government perspective to create something like the Gold Card than it is to institute, very deep systemic changes.
But beyond systemic change, Michael Fahey, a lawyer based in Taiwan for 30 years, says the reality of simply doing things differently may be a hurdle.
When businesses and individuals and schools and other institutions actually have to implement internationalization, I think that shock and resistance that people sometimes have is the biggest obstacle.
While those barriers remain, some professionals feel other countries in the region are a better place to develop their career.
Taiwanese companies have been very local for years, so there needs to be a change of mindset, there needs to be a change of a culture that needs to happen, and which doesn't happen overnight, right?
But until it does, some people may not come to Taiwan to work in the first place, and those already here, like Johan, may bring their time in Taiwan to an early end. Kris and James Chater for TaiwanPlus.